God, it's the Georgia Peach coming back at you one more again. Let's get in there. Y'all already know how I do. I remix shit up. Whatever I decide to play, whatever comes to my mind, that's what we do.
Babylon was the ancient pagan empire prominent in biblical prophetic works as an enemy of God's people due to their occult practices, sexual depravity, ritual sacrifice, and other sin. Hollywood is no different, functioning as the propaganda arm of the globalist media establishment, intent on socially engineering society into its alchemical opposite. Unleashing the destructive forces of cultural Marxism, Hollywood is a kind of city-state of its own, with its own religion, including all of the trappings of neophytes, acolytes, servants, agents, star saints, hierophants, and holy sites. That said, the movie industry, along with the mainstream news and what passes for academia these days, have been weaponized and used as social engineering tools to further a political agenda.
One of the biggest tools in the hands of the masters who run this world is Hollywood. Hollywood is an incredible story. I've said this, and maybe many hearing me now have heard me say this, but I'll say it again, that the white man's establishment comes from Europe. And northern, southern, well, all four, northeast, south, and western Europe, even at the time of the Roman Empire and before, that whole section of Europe that we call the center for the white man's presence on the earth was quite literally ruled over. Ancient Europe was ruled over by a priesthood called the Druids, and the Druids were they were the ministers, the priests, the judges, the lawyers. They were the religious leaders. So there was a priesthood that dominated Europe. It still does. Europe is still a Druidic country, and America is a Druidic country. And unless you understand the Druidic system, then you're never going to figure out what's going on in America and England. But one of the most important symbols in the Druid system was a magic wand, like Merlin the magician with the magic wand, and also the orchestra leaders and conductors always have a magic wand, and you had better play to the tune of the master. He directs you to play, and he directs you to stop with the magic wand. So you're dancing to his music, okay? Magic wands were always made out of the wood of a holly tree. It's made out of Hollywood. And Hollywood is a Druidic establishment. And the symbols, the words, the terms, the stories are designed. Think about it. Think about how Hollywood does what they do. I'm not saying they're evil. I'm just explaining how Hollywood works so that people go out from the movie and think in their minds, this is the way you normally would react to a situation, the way that the guy in the movie did. And so that's why today, in the Western civilization, especially in the West, our ability to work with each other and live together as humans is so screwed up. Because we've been watching so much television and so many movies and so much silliness coming out of Hollywood.
The Druid was a priest, magician, or soothsayer in the ancient Celtic religion. They seem to have frequented forests and acted as priests, teachers, and judges. The earliest known records of the Druids come from the 3rd century BC. Relatively early German histories also assume that Druids were to be found among them. The Druids of antiquity are steeped in legend and folklore, having no known written record of where they originally came from. They are widely accepted to be of Celtic origin, with many theories claiming a common ancestry with ancient Eastern cultures, and before that, even possibly originating in Atlantis. In ancient times, Druids were known as wise elders who would congregate around oak trees. In fact, the word Druid in Celtic translates to knowing the oak tree. The religion of the Druids owes much to the ancient Phoenicians, and the ancient Phoenicians, which means red, like the color associated with communism, and part of the name Rothschild is closely linked with the ancient Canaanites and Hebrew.
The ancient Phoenician Canaanite system, when it finally bled into Europe thousands of years ago, it formed what we call the Celtic Druidic system. The Celtic Druidic system had its origins in the old Phoenician Canaanite system. That whole area we call today Israel and Lebanon, that was called Phoenicia Cana. And consequently, that whole system of the Canaanite religion found its way into Eastern Europe and then into Northern Europe and formed the basis theologically for what came to be known as the Celtic Druidic system. Magic wands were always made out of holly wood, okay? And they're still working their magic on us in Hollywood. The system that we are under is the most manipulating, exploiting system that's ever been put together. But I'll tell you one thing. The Steven Spielbergs and the George Lucases and the Michael Eisners and all the guys that run the entertainment world, all of them are many things, but stupid is not one of them. These guys are Class A, top of the line intellectuals. They know the name of the tune. They know exactly how to manipulate your thinking. They have something called programmed music. And you go in and most people never think when they go to a movie or watch a television show. They never think about it.
Many popular musicians of the second half of the 20th century, like David Crosby, John Phillips of the Mamas and the Papas, and Frank Zappa, grew up on military bases. They also,
going back to the dollar bill, you will see the eagle. And the eagle has always represented
grew up on military bases. They also resided in
Testing, 1, 2, 3, testing. Can you hear me? Good. First of all, I want to thank you for being here. And thank Wendy for inviting me to speak with you tonight. Realizing that many of my subjects are rather controversial at best, and more often than not, I tend to offend some people when I don't really mean to. But I have dedicated my life to uncovering facts about life and the life that we live. Steve Allen once said that there are two kinds of facts, the kind you look up and the kind you make up. And too much of our facts, the kind you look up and the kind you make up. And too much of our world is comprised of educated people who are teaching facts which are made up. They have no basis in actual fact. And in the Jewish religion, there's a concept in Judaism that says if you tell a lie when under testimony, then your entire testimony is to be thrown out. Because if you lie one time, you're just a liar. And consequently, your testimony is of no value, period. That being the case, there is a maxim in Roman law. I want to read this to you. In Roman law, there is a maximum that says, let him who wishes to be deceived, be deceived. So that was an article of Roman law. If you're so stupid that you want to buy into something and be deceived, hey, go ahead. That's up to you. Let me give you an example of how we are being manipulated and exploited by people who would present their notions as true and point of fact having no factual basis at all. Here in the Talmud, in the book of the Talmud, in Gittin, Gittin, which is the name of a book within the Talmud, Gittin 57b says this. Now, this is the Holy Talmud of the Hebrews. And Gittin 57b says, quote, that 4 billion Jews were killed by Romans in the city of Bethar, Bethar. 4 billion Jews were killed by the Romans in the city of Bethar. 4 billion Jews killed. In Gittin 58a, the Talmud says, quote, that 16 million children were wrapped in scrolls and burned alive by the Romans, end quote. 16 million children burned by the Romans, 4 billion people killed. As far as I'm concerned, it is part and parcel of what I have come to learn about theology in the 43 years I've been looking at theology. There's a very important question you might want to ask yourself. How important is it really to know the truth about anything, especially in America? How really important is it to know the truth, the factual truth about anything? If you have a rope and you're going to ship a heavy box, you take the rope and you wrap the box up with it. Most likely that rope is going to be sufficient to ship any kind of a box. But if you're going to take that rope out to the edge of a 10-story building and you're going to hang your body off the building on that rope, now you better check the integrity of that rope, because now you're hanging your life on it. Consequently, if you own the 2nd-story building and you're up on the 2nd floor and you're going to put a lot of heavy weight on that floor, the smart thing to do, logic would tell you, is to go up on the 2nd, go down to the 1st floor and get on a ladder and pull the ceiling tiles away and check the foundations of that floor to see if the weight is going to be too much for the floor, to make sure that it's going to be able to hold that weight. So what you're doing is you're standing under the foundation. And this is where we get the concept of the word understanding. In order to truly understand something, you need to stand under it and see what it's really based on before it all falls down on you and collapses. Again, I will ask the question, how important is it to know the truth about anything, especially about God? Because so many people in this country talk about worshiping God and having a relationship with the divine and have no concept of what the Bible actually teaches, of what the ancient Hebrews actually believed, what the ancient cultures taught, and consequently, what we have today is not we don't, and Osiris said that the gods who came from the star system of Osiris, or the star system of Sirius, came to this earth. This was the teachings of the ancient Egyptians, that the gods aliens, if you please, came from another world called Sirius, and they came here and set up a divine arrangement in Egypt. And this is where we get the word sir. Yes, sir, comes from Sirius, Osiris. And today we know that Sirius is called the dog star. So when you begin to look at the movies, television, and research these subjects for many years, you begin to see how words and terms and symbols are being used to manipulate our thinking. And again, I ask, how important is it really to know the truth? In Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade, no, Indiana Jones and the Raiders of the Lost Ark, he is in his classroom at the beginning of the movie. And he is saying to his class that if you are looking for the truth, you are in the wrong room. That's down the hall and to the left. That's religion philosophy department. He said, I am an archaeologist. I'm looking for facts, not truth. Because what's true to one person may not be true to another. So only if truth is founded on facts can you begin to build a life. And again, if you're hanging by the belief in something which is untrue, somewhere along the line, it's going to bring you trouble. So when you understand that there is an ancient lineage of theology and religion that connects to government, because in the ancient world, kings and rulers will always occupy two different positions at the same time. Ancient kings were always, of course, the head of the kingdom, but they also were the communication with the gods. So consequently, whatever the king did, he had a divine right because he was in with the gods. We still have such things today. We still have such people today who think that they have a God-given right to rule over the human family. Somewhere along the line, I believe there's going to come a time when the divine presence in the universe that we call God is going to show itself. And when it does, it's not going to be like anything you've ever anticipated. It is my belief that we have not even come to know God. We have not even come near to understanding the implications of what is in the Bible. Let me say at this point that I am not an atheist. I'm not even a humanist, though I respect both groups. The thing I respected about Steve Allen was a good friend of mine. We did a lot of projects together. So many people today in this country go to church and have no idea in the world where the word church comes from. The word church is an English word that is based on a Scottish word, Kirk. This is why in Star Trek you have Captain Kirk and the good ship Enterprise. Enterprise, Kirk, church. This is why so many churches are divided to denominations like 10s and 20s and 50s. These words, they mean something. Kirk is Scottish for the English word church. But Kirk goes back to a Roman word, Circe, C-E-R-E-S, Circe. Circe was the name of a Roman goddess. She was called Mother Circe. Mother Circe could be traced back to a more ancient goddess in the Greek mythologies named Circe. Mother Circe in Greece became Mother Circe, in Rome became Mother Kirk, in Scottish became Mother Church, in English. Mother Circe in Greek, go back and do some reading on Greek mythology. You will find that Circe, what the scripture says, be still and quiet and know that I am God. The idea being is that we don't have control over anything. The President of the United States has no control over anything. Governments have no control. But as long as they can make you think they're in control, then you will do their bidding. The most important thing you need to understand about your life is that God gave you your life to be free, not to crawl on your knees to any government, not to bend your knee.
Hi, I'm Joni Petrie, and welcome to my YouTube channel. Well, now I want to talk about this coming up long-awaited transit of Jupiter as it transits into the sign of Aries. Jupiter predominantly stays in a sign for 1 year, and it's so good to know what sign it's in for yourself, because then you know where Jupiter is in your chart, and that's always going to give you an idea of where there's the greatest opportunity that's going to be happening for you that year. But in this video, I want to talk about how Jupiter is going to be affecting the world. And yes, I'm going to give some reference points to where you can note where it is in your chart. Now, remember, I do Vedic sidereal astrology. So those of you are going, wait a minute, I didn't know Jupiter was in Aries. No, it is sidereally. And let me point this out. Sidereal astrology is actually the true locations of where the planets are astronomically, according to astronomy. And that's a pretty important thing to recognize, realize, and wrap your head around. When I discovered that, I wanted to learn more and more about Vedic astrology, which incorporates the sidereal method, which sidereal means star. So therefore, these are where the planets are relative to the stars, and the stars are what constitute the signs. So as Jupiter's moving, it's going to change and go into Aries the 21st of April this year, 2023. Okay, so before I continue on, please give me a minute to tell you about my free newsletter. Go to my website, galacticcenter.org, and sign up for my free newsletter. You'll get all of my predictions delivered to your email address, absolutely free. But if you want a lot more information, articles written by some of the most profound thinkers in the metaphysical astrology world, get my magazine. Comes out every month, Joni Petrie's Astrology Insights. You can find that also on my website. It's a stellar magazine. It's only $9.99 a month. Try it for 1 month. You'll be hooked. It's incredible. I'm very, very proud of it. Also, don't forget, I have a brand new book out, Astrologer's Secrets. You can find that on my website too, my best tools and techniques. And I teach Vedic astrology at one of the biggest online universities, all self-paced. And that you can find all that information on universityofvedicastrology.com. So let me continue on with all this valuable information about Jupiter. So it is April 21st, 2023, that Jupiter is going to go into the sign of Aries. And this is really important because what's been in Aries for about a year is Rahu. Rahu stays in a sign for a year and a half. So Rahu and Jupiter will be together in the sign of Aries from April 21st of 2023, while Jupiter joins forces with Rahu. And Rahu will leave the end of November. So between April through November, Jupiter Rahu are together. And Rahu magnifies everything it's with. And many times, because the nodes, Rahu and Ketu, remember the north node of the moon is Rahu, they're where the eclipses are going to be falling. Very important. Eclipses are one of the biggest determinants of prediction in astrology. So what we're going to find is Jupiter coming together with Rahu. Sometimes they say that planets with the nodes, because that's the area of the zodiac where eclipses are occurring, will be eclipsed. So Jupiter will be eclipsed. And generally, that is not a good thing. Now, Jupiter's the great benefic, right? It's the planet that brings opportunities, expansion, wealth. And with Rahu, notoriously, it has not been the most wealth-producing, as you might think, with Rahu being the planet that expands, expels, gets everything bigger and better. And, well, really, I can't say better, but it's all about desire. Intention and desire is what Rahu is. And it is a indicator of destiny, of things to come. Now, let me point out the last time that Jupiter was with Rahu was actually, now this is a biggie, so take this in. Jupiter was with Rahu in Aries. Now, remember, Jupiter is in a sign every 12 years, okay? So, and give or take, but approximately, because Jupiter stays in a sign per 1 year. So if it stays in a sign per 1 year, then to go through all 12 signs of the zodiac, guess what? It takes 12 years. Okay, so with that being said, though, when the time that they both came together, Rahu and Ketu take 18 and a half years to go through all 12 signs of the zodiac. But the last time that they were together in Aries, get this, was 1929, around May of 1929. And really, it was the end of March through most of May for about 2 months. March, April, May, Jupiter was with Rahu in Aries. They didn't stick together for very long, so only about 2 months. Do you realize what happened in 1929? Yep. Those of you that are in the know, it was the biggest stock market crash that began the Great Depression. So some people are thinking that this conjunction with Jupiter and Rahu could produce that. You know, another time I think about when Jupiter came together with Rahu, it was in 2001. Jupiter and Rahu were together in Gemini during September 11th. So Jupiter-Rahu has not always been that great. But I think even though they were together for a very short time, in the year of 1929, will it bring the same circumstances that it did at that point in time? That's a very good question. A lot is going on in the world, and a lot is going on with Jupiter in Aries. Aries is the sign of new beginnings. It's the sign that deals with new starts, new beginnings, and it's the birth of things. Now, in Vedic astrology, we look at the nakshatras that they're in as well. There's 27 nakshatras, and they are smaller portions of the zodiac with deep, rich meanings relative to the groupings of stars that are in that portion of the zodiac. These are the nakshatras. And so the nakshatras are relative to the stars as well. So Jupiter will be in the nakshatra Ashwini when it enters into Aries. Ashwini extends from the first 13 degrees 20 minutes of the sign. So Jupiter will stay in this nakshatra till from April 21st. So it's going to be moving at tip-top speed because it will pass out of Ashwini by June 21st. So between April 21st and June 21st, we have Jupiter in the nakshatra Ashwini. Now, Ashwini is the nakshatra that does deal with transportation and travel. And it does have a lot to do with healing. So there's going to be so many developments and new discoveries within the area of health and healing. And I've always said that this whole coronavirus thing will bring about an awareness and in some way a healing. Doesn't seem that way, but Whenever there's a problem, we got to find answers, and those answers usually answer more things than what we were searching for. So people are digging, looking for answers. And I think this has everything to do with healing. So as Jupiter transits through this nakshatra, you'll find that there's going to be some kind of issues around transportation that needs to be healed. And yes, we've had our fair share of problems in transportation around the world with trains, with airlines. This has to be looked at, and this has to come to a revelation and a realization and a change. I think Jupiter in Aries will do this, especially in this nakshatra. Now, looking at June 1st, that is the day that Jupiter will be exactly conjunct Rahu. And they're going to come together at 9 degrees of Aries. So if you have any planets at 9 degrees of Aries, look out, you've got some good things coming, because both these planets of expansion and new beginnings will bring some expanded new beginning into your life. That's a guarantee. And I want to say that when Jupiter goes into Aries, it's going to be a big, massive reset of everything. And this has been long awaited and needs to happen and is coming. The big reset. That's what Jupiter in Aries will bring to us, because guess what else happens to be transiting right now in Aries? Planet Uranus, the planet of change, awakening, disruption, revolution, rebellion. That's Uranus. But Jupiter with Uranus is usually a major windfall of luck of some sort. So I'm looking forward to this being quite a difference and a radical shift and change while Jupiter is with Rahu in Aries, because Uranus is there. It will be a while till Jupiter can catch up and exactly conjoin Uranus, because Uranus is transiting in the latter degrees of Aries. But I will tell you, April 21st through the 22nd of 2024, Jupiter and Uranus will conjunct at 27 degrees of Aries. If you have any planets, 27 degrees of Aries, look out. This will be the year of sudden, unexpected change that will be extraordinary and exciting for you. Okay? So then soon after, by May 1st of 2024, that is going to be when Jupiter will transit into Taurus, leave Aries. So once again, Jupiter will be transiting in the sign of Aries from April 21st of 2023 till May 1st of 2024. And soon after, in the month of May of 2024, both Uranus and Jupiter will be going into Taurus, where they will remain and stir things up big time for the world. And I think it's going to bring more stability after this radical shift of Jupiter, stirring the pot and awakening so many people to the new, the unexpected, massive, major changes, Jupiter, Rahu, and Uranus. So by April of 2024, there's going to be some amazing awakenings. And in Aries, it's a new beginning. And I want to say this with technology and cars and transportation, we are going to go to another high, another level of change with how we move, how we transport things, how we travel. I guarantee you there's going to be discoveries that are going to make the world different. Yes, there's going to be a major opportunity in this area. So look for that if you're looking for new opportunities. Now, June 21st, when Jupiter does leave the nakshatra Ashwini, it's going to go into the nakshatra Bharani. And Bharani's symbol, that nakshatra, deals with the woman's uterus and deals with birthing. So what does this mean? A new breakthrough, new birthing. things anew that are going to be happening while Jupiter is transiting in Bharani. And Jupiter will be in Bharani. It will be from, now it's going to be back and forth because of course Jupiter is going to go retrograde. So Jupiter will enter into Bharani June 21st. So September 4th, when Jupiter does turn retrograde, Jupiter will be at 21 degrees of Aries. And by December 30th, when it turns direct, Jupiter will turn direct at 11 degrees of Aries. It's kind of interesting that every time Jupiter has its retrograde process, it will always transit approximately 10 degrees backwards. So if you'll notice 21 to 11, 10 degrees. It's always this cycle. But looking at that, this is what's so important. If you have any planets in your birth chart that are 21 degrees or 11 degrees of a fire sign, which is what? Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius, then you're in luck. This will give you great fortune. And one more thing, opposite that, 21 degrees of Libra. The oppositions in Vedic astrology are as powerful as the conjunctions. So 21 Aries, the fire signs, and Libra, or 11 degrees. And during these times, that's going to be when you experience this wonderment of opportunity, when Jupiter aspects any of your natal planets. But getting back to Jupiter, now I want to talk about how you can get a sense of what this Jupiter in Aries will be for you. And I want you to go back and think about how was it in the year May of 2011 through May of 2012. That was the very last time Jupiter was in Aries. And remember this too, the time prior to that, 12 years before, it was June of 1999 to June of 2000, June 1999 to June of 2000. Reminisce about what that brought you. Similar things will come about. Now, going back to the nakshatras, Jupiter is transiting in Ashwini till June 21st, but because of the retrograde process, Jupiter will go back into Ashwini briefly November 26th. So it will be in Bharani from June 21st till November 26th. The nakshatra of breakthroughs and new inventions and beginnings. It's a little rough though sometimes in Bharani, but being born is not an easy thing. It's painful but necessary and brings new beginnings. So Jupiter will then be in Ashwini in its retrograde process from November 26th till February 3rd of 2024. So that will essentially be, it will be back in Ashwini for December 30th, but no, November 26th till February 3rd. So that will be essentially what? About 2 months, a little over 2 months. So then February 3rd, it'll go back into Bharani, where it will stay till April 16th. So it'll be back in Bharani from February 3rd till April 16th of 2024. And when it leaves Bharani, it's going to go into Kritika. That nakshatra symbol is a knife, a blade, a sword, and it cuts right through to the chase. So you're going to see things get more real when Jupiter transits into Kritika. And Kritika, it will stay there. It will stay there for briefly, actually, in Kritika, and it will be in Kritika only from April 16th of 2024 till June 12th of 2024. Now, I'm not going to, now, it will be actually after May 1st of 2024, it's going to be in Taurus. So we're not going to worry about that, because what we're worried about is how Aries is going to bring Jupiter to bring new heights and new beginnings. Now, as I mentioned, one of the times that Jupiter very briefly came together with Rahu in Aries was the stock market crash of 1929. It was very brief at the latter degrees of this sign. So I'm really thinking that this reset that Jupiter is going to give while it is in Aries is not going to be the devastation that 1929 brought. It's going to be a new beginning, new revelations, things that need to change, a whole new reset. Very exciting. This is what the astrologers have been talking about with a new beginning. Yes, all the negative people out there about the economy are saying everything's about to crash and burn and all of that. I think it's going to definitely change, but this is going to bring a better world, a better economy, better things to come as events and situations happen this year with Jupiter and Aries bringing new beginnings.
Capricorn, what's going on? What's the issue? Talk to your girl, okay? Spirit, what's going on? Oh my goodness. Capricorn, baby, what's going on? Because, baby, we can't have that. What that is? Oh, Lord. Somebody got caught cheating, finding evidence of cheating. No, why would you get with somebody if you got to cheat on them? Why don't you just... Yeah. I don't understand. Spirit, what's going on? If me and you can't talk in the bedroom, then it really, you know what I'm saying? Baby, you got Tower. Y'all first card is Tower. It says destroyed, shattered, broken, fucked up. Depression? Cassette shop? Somebody know they fucked up? Look at that. Oh, that's not this card. Yeah, somebody got caught cheating, bro. Ooh, it says gym. Meeting someone at the gym, staying long hours, doing more than a workout. That's what this reading is. And somebody is depressed. Because maybe I had a family, right? It says parenting, focusing on the children. So maybe one person was at home, focused on the kids. You know how some people so damn spoiled. And I don't know if this was a man or a woman, but selfish motherfuckers. I'm going to just put it like that. Like when you on your cycle, your stomach hurt, you don't want to do nothing. A real man will understand that. A little boy would go out and cheat. Okay, it's something going on. Look at this. Depression. Drama. Because somebody was trying to fulfill a fantasy. Because they feel like whatever they had at home is outdated and old. Well, then they need to talk. Capricorn, if this is you, baby, listen. It's so many ways you can spice your little life up. You feel me? You just got to get creative. This reading is about cheating, period. Why is... That's what I don't understand. We saw the police car. Then somebody investigating. What? What is there to investigate? If a motherfucker cheated, they cheated. Yeah, whoever did, they know they fucked up. They feel bad. They do. You know what I just got? Somebody was trying to punish the other person. Put him on, coochie probation. Or, you know how motherfuckers get. Oh, you don't want to buy me that purse? Well, you ain't getting no coochie for 2 months. And that may have backfired on somebody. It could go the other way around too. Men do that shit too. Not many, but it's mostly women try to hang that shit over your head, which that's dumb. That's stupid. Any woman in their right mind ain't gonna do that. You gonna make sure your man taken care of, because there's so many other motherfuckers out there that's willing to bust it open, and that's just the truth of it. So that's the number one thing you should not do in no damn relationship, especially no marriage. If you've been with a motherfucker for a long time, then you try to put them on coochie probation, and they go to the strip club, put an extra couple $100 on that thing, and hey, baby, they're gonna bust it open. So you know, don't do that one. It backfire. 10 swords. Whew. Whatever this is causing, like, somebody got hell to pay. I'm trying to tell you. 10 of wands. 10 of wands, 10 of swords. Wow. It really fucked with somebody here. Okay? It really messed with somebody. I don't know who is who and what is what. All I know, someone's depressed. They're trying to figure out the pieces of the puzzle. They almost got the whole puzzle. It's like a few pieces that they're missing, and that could be why that investigator was right there. It doesn't have to be like an actual investigator, but somebody is looking into something. Maybe you found the evidence. The card says it says caught up finding evidence of cheating. Somebody could have found a condom. Well, if you married or you and your person don't use condoms, you're like, what the fuck is this? That's exactly what she's doing. Like, what the fuck is this? So it could have been a one and done. I do see it's fulfilling fantasies. Now, and that's why I don't do that shit. But I can't tell nobody what to do. But with this fulfilling fantasies, maybe y'all been together for a long time. The card says outdated. And you try to invite somebody in. And then you found out, you thought y'all was only getting together with all three of y'all. You found out why your ass over here focusing on the children. Him and her, they staying long hours at the gym. Or her and him. Take how I resonate, because I don't know who's cheating. Somebody could be dealing with a Virgo. Will you see stars? Will you elevate? So the Two of Swords. Oh no. Listen, I ain't no counselor. I ain't no therapist. I ain't shit. I'm a tarot card reader, okay? But what I just got off this Two of Swords, somebody thought they had the best in the world. Listen, all women think they got good ones. Okay? Let's just keep it above. You don't never want to get to that point the way you don't feel like you need to put no work in. And you don't want to get to that point the way you feel like you got somebody wrapped around your finger because of what you can do. Because I promise you, it's 10 more who can do that 10 times better. You see what I'm saying? Well, I'm just gonna tell y'all what I got off this Two of Swords. Somebody put it in their head that they didn't need to do anything extra, that person wasn't going nowhere, and that they had the best shit in the world. This could be a man, this could be a woman. And so when that person actually did, it may have hurt somebody right here. I feel like it did hurt somebody, bro. Y'all just need to talk about it. You can forgive. You can forgive a person, you know, especially if you guys been together for a long time. You could talk it out. Y'all hear them damn sirens? Baby. Let me grab my romance angel. Because if
Capricorn, hello, welcome back to my channel. I hope everybody is doing well. All right, Cappy, we're going to go ahead and get into an energy check-in for you. We're going to see what is the most important for you to know at this time. Please keep in mind this general, this collective, so every message will not be for you. Take what resonates, leave the rest. Okay, it's just the energy that we're in. Okay, currently, check all your placements, Capricorn. You could not have anything resonating with this particular reading. Okay. So check all your placements. More readings are on Patreon, okay? Love and career readings broken down by zodiac sign for the month of May are uploaded. Okay. Let me fix these back. Dang. They want to just give me trouble with your reading. What's up, Kathy? That's the second time I just seen an engagement ring card, though. Some of you can be engaged for marriage. And then I just seen separation. All right, let's see. What do we have for Capricorn? What's going on? If you're new here, welcome. If you're returning, thank you for the love and the support. What do we have for Capricorn? What's going on, Spirit? What's going on with Capricorn? Current energy. Archangel Michael, please protect me as I channel the messages for Capricorn. Block any interference that stops their messages from coming through. Twin flames. Okay, and hand of cards. It says yin yang, zen, balance, union, duality, coupling, complement each other. Okay. And it says hand of cards. Take a chance, risk, being strategic, options, not showing hand, gambling. It's about to be interesting. Okay. All right. Lord, let's get into it, Capricorn. And we're going to see what's going on. All right. All right, Spirit. What do we have for Capricorn? What's going on with Capricorn? What's going on with Capit today? We get the current energy on Capricorn. What's going on? It's going to be interesting. That's all I can say. I just know it's going to be interesting. Let's see. What is this for Capricorn? What's going on? What's going on? They hating on you, Capricorn. Somebody hating. Somebody lying too. You're dealing with a Libra. You don't have to be. Somebody been lying. Somebody been lying. Somebody could be single. They be lying though. Why you always lying? I don't know. Some guys are living in Aquarius for some of y'all. Or some of you are in the limelight. You're single. You're could be rich. I mean, I don't know. Look at that. Ooh. All right. Watch it. I don't know. I don't know. It looks like could be a little plot going on here, Capricorn. Let's see where it goes. Somebody could be seeking some kind of legal advisors or something like that. They could actually be talking like, yikes. Something's coming from like underneath a rock. Something is giving me energy of people in a room. And they all looking at like what is presented or whatever this is. Something can have something to do with celebrities. Look at that. I just seen this. 6 of Wands, yeah. Anyway, let's see. Some of you are leaving somebody out in the cold. You're going to be single. You're going to heal. You're going to go heal because somebody lying about having a third party. Or they just lying about something. I don't know. Somebody a liar. Why you always lying? Look at this. 2 of Pentacles, the 9 of Wands. I can't remember who reading started off with that. I actually was singing Why You Always Lying. Yeah, somebody's burdened. They're scared about whatever this is coming out. Or this is all the talk. You could actually see it, about whatever this is, well, about this person or whatever is coming out. Yeah, whatever is coming out, it changes, like, it just changes how somebody is like perceived, or I just feel like somebody switches. You know what I'm saying? It burdens, something shifts, it switches, something switches, Capricorn. I just feel like somebody been gambling. Somebody been out here playing. Okay. Yeah, I guess I don't know. So maybe something, I don't know. This says union, duality, coupling, complement each other. I don't know. Somebody could have, somebody's, the person, people they consult with lie with them, for them, or they want them to make bad choices. They want somebody to fumble the play. That's what this is. Anyway, I don't know. It's real. It's giving real. The advisors are not. They ain't advising like that. Let me get one on the star card. Why is the star card here for current energy for Capricorn? Why is the star here for Capricorn? Look at this. Something deals with defense. Somebody does this for work. I'm telling you, somebody does something. I mean, maybe somebody dates like a freaking NFL player, or I don't know. Somebody does something for work though. Like whatever it is, they have to stand guard. They have to defend something. This could be security. This could be somebody's security. Yeah. But I don't understand why the Two of Pentacles is here. It's three people right here. It could be more than three, but I'm just saying. This Three of Pentacles, something deals with a celebrity. What's the Two of Pentacles? What's the Two of Pentacles? Somebody does something for work. They're in the public eye. They're like I said, they could be a celebrity. The Two of Pentacles. What is this? It's like some kind of choice or some kind of decision, but somebody's nervous about something coming out. The Two of Pentacles. What is this? Ooh. It's like somebody's trying to block something. Look. The lie, whatever the lie was, something was a lie. Somebody's trying to bury something or bury someone. Look. It's like something was supposed to be done. Someone was supposed to be leaving, going away. That's done. We got that. Okay, boom. But something, it's like something shifted or somebody, ooh. So something is actively going on here, okay? Somebody is being strategic. They're looking at their options. They're looking at something. It's kind of giving me like a, maybe this is just a debate. I don't. Somebody's in regards of relationships. Somebody cheating, they lying, okay? But something here is very shocking. Very interesting. Why does Nine of Wands right here? This is very interesting, Capricorn. See what I'm saying? Something ain't right. The Nine of Wands. Why is the Nine of Wands here for Capricorn? The Nine of Pentacles. It's like somebody's mad at somebody. It's like somebody doesn't want somebody single. It's like people, I don't know. Somebody could be intimidated by you. Yeah. I feel like for some of you, I feel like something has something to do with somebody coming through a third party. Like somebody's trying to strategically get to you. This person, so Capricorn, this could be somebody that likes you. And they trying to get to you in a good way. Okay? They feel like you guys will complement each other very well. They feel like you'll be their balance, like you would be their other. They feel like you're their mate, or you matched him great. Okay, but they're trying to strategically debate how to get to you, and they could be going through a third party, or they're doing something to where they can communicate with you. Okay. And this could be because they want to protect themselves. Something can have something to do about their protection. Like this would be like a celebrity liking like someone who's like, they just like someone who's not a celebrity. right? It's up their alley. It's their cup of tea, right? But they're trying to figure out a way of how to get to you and tell you, like, flirt with you or whatever the case. And because you two aren't on the same, like my agent call your agent or publicist or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know how that works. Like, it's not anything like that. So they're trying to figure out how to get to you, basically. So they may be going through somebody, but for somebody else, there's a celebrity. I don't know. Let me leave that alone. Yeah, somebody trying to. I don't like it. It's a lot. It's a lot going on right here, and somebody is terrified of it. People are talking about it. It's something big about who's lying and who's telling the truth. Basically, that's the argument. Give me one on this Five of Pentacles. Give me one on this Five of Pentacles. For Capricorn. Ooh, it's a lot. Something gonna bury somebody. Or something burden somebody greatly. Whatever this is. Something can have something to do too with somebody not having like housing. Or something like that. What is this? Something happens fast. Something, it's like, I feel like something happened quicker than someone anticipated. So just say if somebody was trying to buy time. This is very interesting. Something's coming. Something's coming, Capricorn. This is the same bottom of the deck. First of all, I feel like somebody is heavily protected. Like somebody is heavily, like they got people all around them. Now, this could be your spiritual team, Capricorn. Like whoever, somebody is like a celestial being. Like they got all, like everything in the sky protect them. Like something is someone's defense. Somebody's ancestors are really like busting heads. Capital B. Okay? Like they busting heads. All caps. Forget that. All caps. Man, they really got somebody struggling here, man. I'm talking about, I don't know. Give me one on this Nine of Pentacles. Look, I done clarified these cards. The Nine of Pentacles? What? The same. Y'all see me with this deck. I'm not playing. It's the same because somebody is loved. I'm telling you, somebody's very prayerful. You've been praying for something, Capricorn, too. You're going to wish granted. Something's coming fast. Somebody's rushing in. This is very interesting. This is very interesting. Somebody doesn't have a place to sleep, though. Or they just can't rest. They can't rest. Whoever this is, give me one on the Three of Pentacles. I don't care. I've literally clarified every card in this reading. Oh my gosh. This is just, wow. What is this? Something happens when someone sleeps. Or they just scared to sleep. Okay, Three of Pentacles. Clarify the Three of Pentacles. Ooh, the Seven of Pentacles in the reverse. Somebody's losing everything, everything they're invested in. Ooh, somebody gambled like the whole thing. I hope ain't nobody put their house up on no gambling. I mean, they could have gambled their union. Somebody gambled everything that was of worth, that would have been of worth. Or they chose something that had no worth. Oh my. And now they're struggling. Like somebody has nothing. Somebody's upside down. Like this could be somebody like forget being in debt. This is somebody who would like have to. This could be a bankruptcy of some sort. So okay, so this could be. Ooh, something has something to do. Something has something to do with a lot of people having to leave a place. Yeah, like this could be people having to evacuate. Something could be weather related. I'm just throwing it out there. Okay. That's what's it was giving me that probably about 4 minutes ago, but I ain't want to say nothing. Yeah, that's what this is. It's like having to evacuate from a place. But whatever it is, it's fair. It brings balance to a situation that somebody loses all their investments. Let me get one more on the star. Like, Capricorn, what is this? Something's coming, Capricorn. I'm just letting you know. It's giving me, you know, just giving me, okay? Let me get one on the star for Capricorn. Give me one more on the star for Capricorn, and then we're going to be out because it's really long. The star. Give me one more on the star for Capricorn. Ooh-wee. Oh, yeah, whatever this is, it's faded. It's happening. It's gone. Somebody is protected, like I said. So other forces work with this person to turn somebody's world upside down, basically. Look. And somebody ain't like really just got it like that to go start over their life. Knight of Pentacles, Two of Wands with the Eight of Cups. Capricorn, they better leave you alone. They saying it'll be a good idea. It may be taking somebody a long time to get it, but it will be a good idea to leave something behind. Or if you got a storm, because it looks like it's a storm to me. I'm just going to be honest. Y'all I read storms. But this looks like this the current energy, okay? If them folks telling you need to evacuate and leave, don't stay behind. That's what they're saying. It'll be a good choice to leave. Don't stay behind because ain't going to be nothing there. It ain't going to be nothing there, okay? Yikes. This is crazy. So I don't know where you live. Ooh, Capricorn. Let me get one of these. Capricorn. Good God told me. So like I said, this is a lot of people having to leave. This is a lot of people. Something is, when I start getting all them wands in the reading and all of that, everything kind of just moving and all of that, somebody want to risk it. They like, oh, I'm going to be able to stick it out. No, you ain't. No, you ain't either. You ain't going to stick that out. I'd rather be homeless than dead. And that's somebody's options. Dang, for playing with you. This karma. For playing with you. They played with you. Huh? Thank you, Spirit. Lift that up. Look behind that. Sudden change, shocking news, surprise, epiphany, upheaval, transformation. I'm telling you, Capricorn, now you know I ain't gonna tell you no lie now. We just gonna get one of these and see what's up. I ain't gonna tell you no lie, Cappy. I love you, okay? Somebody got, something is a backfire. Spirit said, your ancestors said they want to spin the block. Somebody ancestors, like I said, somebody not normal. They just not. Their ancestors ain't from here. They in the sea and in the clouds and in the wind. Man, these are the elements for real. And forget being an Aquarius sun sign. This is really real deal people who do whatever. This universe. This is what this is. This is when the planets finna co-create together and make stuff do what it does. So whoever ran off on you, yikes. Well, ooh wee. It's look at this official person. 22. Somebody was an official person and people wanted to look at this and rising. Somebody wanted to play a little game. I don't know. They wanted to play a little game to game, but this is a game. So and somebody wanted to play a game and they risked it all. They like, we got to come collect that. They like, do you have Capricorn money? You ain't even got to be a Capricorn. Do you have our child's money? Do you have it? Okay. All right. Let me get one of these for Capricorn. So if you're being asked to evacuate, you need to leave. Them your options. I'm just being honest. The card said. Well. They shouldn't have lied on you, Capricorn. They should have took from you. Or put you in a bind or a struggle. Oh, no. They should have did that. That's a negative. They should have just went on about their business. When not minding your business goes wrong. Oh, well. Whatever this is has been delayed for this very moment. Yep. You can watch the Aquarius reading or the Sagittarius reading. Maybe they have something in there for you, Capricorn. I haven't done Aquarius yet. I don't even remember what Sagittarius. No. Oh. So they do have this little, because we don't even see what this this card right here didn't really hold any weight, but this could be someone where it something has something to do with your twin flame or who they're with. Ooh, okay. No. But anyway, the name of the Sagittarius reading is secretly feel trapped in their relationship, heavily watched, wanting to contact you, which is 3 different scenarios, but that's what this is as well. We mentioned the contact thing before. It got two, whatever, but something involves somebody's twin or somebody you were meant to be in union with, period. Somebody where you and this person would have fit perfectly. Perfect. The heavens had aligned it for you guys to be fated, be matched. And there could have been some kind of third-party interference that's about to take this big loss here. Lose everything. Or whoever. It looks like it's a lot of people. Whoever played a part. Just, yikes. Woo-wee. Oh, my. Ooh. It's making my stomach hurt. It's making me nervous. Capricorn, what's up? I just feel like it's just karma, though. It's just the energy. Y'all know what Capricorn about. Saturn said, come on. Like, I love you. Come hug me. Ooh. Saturn want to hug. Like, come on, let's kiss. I want to kiss. I just want to kiss you. That's Saturn. That ain't me. I'm telling you. Why this card won't come out for Capricorn? You got message and you got occupation. So you could work with these people. The number 3 or the number 34 could be, I'm not 3. Well, the number 34 or the number 7 could be significant. You do have 777 out here. Somebody was warned about this, or this is your warning. I already told them that, hey, wait, they don't want to do it. Oh, well, look at this. Occupation, previous age, false person, change, bad health. Oh, yeah. Oh, no. This somebody that thought they had it like that. This somebody who could be well off. This person could have plenty of money. Like I said, too much money, but not enough to do is this person. But something has something to do. Maybe you work closely with this person. This could be who your twin or who you was gonna be with. This could be who they work with. Okay. But anyway, I'm gonna leave it where it's at. Good luck with that. Please be sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Aries, hello, welcome back. I hope everybody is doing well. All right, Aries, we're going to go ahead and get into an energy check-in for you. We're going to see what is the most important for you to know at this time, okay? We're just doing current energy check-in, nothing too deep or drawn out, okay? You can join Patreon for love and career readings, divine masculine, divine feminine readings, as well as our weekly Soul Transformation Sunday message that we have that gives us the week ahead energy, okay? So let's see, what do we have for Aries today, Spirit? What does Aries need to be aware of? Check all your placements, Aries. You can have 0 messages in here. If it's not for you, it's just not for you. Roles and genders could be flipped around, okay? You can put everybody where they go. Like say it's you, it's them is you. All right. Holy Spirit, holy angels, ancestors, spirit guides, those from the highest white light who welcome me every day. What messages do we have for Aries? Last but not least today, Aries. Okay. The last should be first, the first should be last. Okay, let's see. You got 2. Somebody else got 2. I can't remember. You got coffee cup, the runner. Let's see what you got bottom of the deck. Love. Okay. It says coffee cup, meeting and conversing, savoring the moment, feeling uplifted, friendship. Okay. It says runner in a codependent relationship, fear of intimacy, listening to ego. Okay. Love, unconditional love, self-love, oneness, passion, affection, attraction. Okay. All right. Well, you love yourself, you love other people, or somebody loves you. Okay. Something has something to do with your twin, with this runner card, or you're the twin, you're running. Okay. Okay. What is this that we have for Aries? What's going on for Aries? What's going on? Current energy for Aries. All right. I feel like you just, with the savor the moment and oneness and, you know, self-love, I feel like you just kind of just loving on yourself. It gives me energy of someone who's like, you know, with this coffee cup, like you'll take yourself to lunch or you'll take yourself to, you know what I'm saying, have a cup of coffee. It's kind of giving me like a satisfied being alone type of energy. You still have unconditional love to give, though. It's something like that. All right, what do we have for Aries current energy? But either way, let's see. The Magician. Somebody's leaving. I mean, somebody's leaving, or somebody's coming towards you. Somebody, something, someone you've manifested whatever this is, this change. Yeah. Very interesting. But, you know, somebody could have been playing some games or something, but they're leaving. This is somebody that you could have dated or something like that. You just, maybe you feel like this, or you're dating or you go out. Well, I don't know, Aries, just come on. This is good. I don't know. I feel like somebody tried to breadcrumb, like somebody was breadcrumbing a divine connect. All right, before I get mad. All right. Somebody was breadcrumbing an earth angel. All right. Their twin, too. Their twin is an earth angel. All right. Kid, stop it. It would be a good idea, though, with the Temperance card being at the bottom of the deck, for somebody to go ahead and decide on whatever it is. So go ahead and decide, Aries, what you're doing. Like, it'll be like the energy is conducive for you to make whatever change that you need to make as far as your relationship status. Like, if some of you are with somebody who they're breadcrumbing you, it's time to let that go. Choose to be single. Pour it into yourself, because it looks like somebody is self-sufficient here, but you could be holding the other person on your back or something like that is happening. Okay. So just make sure that's not the case. And for some of you, you could be single and you're about to, you know, be meeting and conversing. I forgot who got coffee cup. Somebody got it. Somebody got coffee cup, though. I can't remember who it was. Queen of Cups. Yeah. Yeah. So you have a lot of love to give. This is what it looks like. Maybe somebody doesn't like your nicely, so they feel like it comes with a condition. That's possible. Yeah, but it just looks like something ain't given. it's giving, but it's not giving it with this mean person. Like whoever is intimidated by you, it's not giving. They're prideful. They're intimidated by you. I don't know what's up with this person. It's just it's not giving what it's supposed to give. Like it's just not like this person running. Somebody is running. You gonna let them run on?
Aries is 8:58. Aries and Capricorn had the longest readings today. The Amethyst Rose did.
Dude, run, Forrest, run! Oh goodness, oh Aries. Oh, they want you to chase them. It's cute. Okay, let me see. What we got for Aries? Let me stop. Look at that. The number 9 can be significant. Maybe somebody a Virgo. Or they got a significant Virgo placement. Okay. This could also be who y'all connecting with. Y'all could be connecting with this energy. Y'all got a choice here. Look like it's between you. You're running twin. Maybe they're gonna circle back round and somebody else. But somebody is like intimidated by your independence. It's like, you don't need me? You don't need me? Man, give me the card. All right, let's see, Aries. Maybe, let's see. Somebody wants to feel needed. They like for people to need them. It makes them feel important. What? And who is this? Yikes. Well, closed mouth don't get fed. Yeah. Okay. It looks like, you got new love coming in here, Aries. You do. And something was divine love too, but I don't know. Like I said, it looked like eventually they might try to catch up with you. This was going on. It's going to be after they get hurt though. Or something, maybe somebody had to break their heart first. I don't know what's up with this person, Aries. I don't know. It's just something about you and your independence and your oneness. Like it says, oneness, self-love. It's something about you, I guess, being well kept, or I can keep myself, but I still have unconditional love to give. Like, it's like you're both. Like, you're nice and good. You feel me? Like, you're nice. Like, this is somebody who's kind. Like, but very, very, they're good. They're secure, but they're very humble. They're very just, it doesn't, like, I feel like if somebody is incredible. You stand up for yourself, you defend what you love, you defend, like, whatever this is, like, you're just not moving off your position. Like, somebody has a very solid foundation here. And it looks like you built yourself to wherever you are. You've manifested this in life for yourself or whatever it is. And you're fine by yourself. Like I said before we pulled the cards, I just feel like somebody is okay by themselves. And they'll choose them every time. Like, you're not gonna know. Like, there's somebody who knows. You're not gonna be stingy with me. You're not gonna hold back your energy from me. I'm not gonna chase you. Okay. You're not gonna know. Like, it's just, somebody's way too mature for that. Like, it just doesn't work. It won't work. It'll never work. Blah, blah, blah. It's like you already know whatever the game somebody is. If I hold back, then Aries will chase me. No, Aries won't. Okay. Aries is not chasing you, sweetheart. Like, it's just not gonna work. But it's because they feel intimidated by you. They feel like you're just good. Like, and if you like somebody, Aries, maybe this is you. This could be you. I don't know. But it could be some of y'all. Okay. But if it's something you need to say to somebody, if there's something you need to express, you need to say it. It'll be a good idea for you to say it, especially if you really like this would be something where maybe you do want to take somebody out, or you even feel like you love this person, or you love somebody loves the way you love yourself, and they're gonna come in too. But somebody here would not be just a single. I mean, maybe they just what it is. Maybe this would be somebody who's already like, well, what if I ask them out and they reject me? Or what if I ask them out? Like, I don't know what's wrong with this person, man.
She's crazy as hell.
It's giving me a headache to try to get in their brain to understand that. I can't. I can't, baby. I want to tell you what they, but it just looks like they scared of you. You're too strong, or you're too, I don't know. Maybe you're aggressive. That sounds more like you. But and I'm just saying, you sound like an energy to be more so of a fighter. But this person, I feel like they just know it about you. They just so terrified. Like, intimidated. They want to say something. They think they love you. Let me get one on the Magician. Or it's just something about you that they just love, but they cannot express it. The Magician, please, for Aries. Why is the Magician here for Aries? 5 of Swords. What? What is this? I'm telling you, whoever this is, I don't know who was playing games. Maybe somebody. That could be what it is too. At some point, they were playing around and they chose the hating, lying, cheating, conniving person right here. This water sign or this baby mother of theirs.
Damn.
They could be scared of this person. Like this would be somebody that said, "You better not talk to Aries."
What?
Go watch the Leo reading. Man, that Leo reading had me rolling. Leo been tripping me out lately. It says being cussed out every day as they think and reminisce about old happy times with you, missing you. This person right here, I'm telling you, they love you. They think they love you. They sad. Damn. This person is sad because of who they with. That's who they chose. Mm-hmm. They chose whoever this person is. Look. They chose whoever this person is, honey. People don't like you very well, Aries. They don't. Or it's just this person. Give me one of this Queen of Cups for laughs and giggles. Look at this. Look. It's somebody who always put it. They trying to be funny. I gotta get off this reading. I always put their 2 cents in. Or they always want to be. This somebody who would not let you be single. What you doing? Hit you upside the head. What you doing? Think about Aries? Huh? Look. What you doing, huh? This person abusive and everything. Oh, this a feminine that put their hands on a masculine. I'm telling you, whoever this is, they do, baby. They will like. That's so sad, and I really hope Aries, if this you being beat up, you ain't know. You need to check yourself. Okay, I hope this ain't you because this really don't sound like you. It just don't. I don't know what's wrong. I feel like this person beats you down so much. Make sure you ain't lying to yourself. I feel like this somebody that'll be psyching you out. Like you ain't never gonna be. I'm telling you, gotta go watch the Leo reading, but you ain't never gonna be. The Aries and blah, 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 blah. Let me get one of the Queen of Cups. This will be somebody that just because they like a water sign or something, they're like, I see, I'm sweet, I'm gentle, I'm in my emotions all the time, I'm sweet, I'm soft, I'm this, I'm that, and maybe you're aggressive because you're an Aries, and I don't know what's wrong with these people, Aries. Get one of the Queen of Cups, but you're really the one who more in Queen of Cups energy than the person they with. This somebody who's with a water sign. But facts. Let me get one of the Queen of Cups. They would have Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. Facts. Queen of Cups, but they mean as crap. Whoever this person is, and abusive. Queen of Cups, and abusive. Look at this, Knight of Wands. They will punch you in your face. They gonna pass the first lick. This that energy. And they manipulate you. They lie all the time. Aries, I know, baby. Could be a Scorpio. Could be. Like all they want to do is fight. Could be a Cancer. I don't know. Some people could be a Leo. It don't matter. But whoever this is, this water sign, like I told you,
They got their Scorpio.
They get physical. Aries, don't catch no charge, huh? It does look like a tower is here. Don't get put in time.
That's that Scorpio you had, sis.
Law enforcement. Okay. This don't. You might have to just leap away from them. But the money ain't looking. 222. The money ain't looking good. For whoever this is, somebody kind of. They're not trapped with a person. They just gonna have to take a big L financially. They can't afford to leave this person. I don't know why. Unless they married the person, but I mean, I don't understand. They could have. Oh,
Mm-hmm.
they could have married this person. Their material wealth is tied up with this person. They're not stable alone. Yeah, but this was your. I guess this was who you were supposed to be. You know, they were listening to their ego and they ran right over here with somebody who abused them. I mean, it could be a feminine or a masculine, but either which way, I mean, there's somebody that literally rolls up on you just to smack you. Like, give me one on this Two of Wands. They willingly chose this, but I mean, let's see if you got Aries. They're telling you you're gonna have to break this off and take this L, baby. Ain't nothing worth you feeling this way. Or this was what somebody's doing. You know, now they're pulling back their energy. They're gonna ride off into the sunset and get themselves together. Okay. Yeah, because somebody's realizing they don't love themselves that tough. Okay. Two of Wands. What? Give me one on this. Man, we gotta go. This don't last long. I swear, them last week. Make the decision quickly. You need to decide on this fast. You need to lead. Something is gonna be. Give me a kipper to see the outcome of this situation if they stay with this person. I'm telling you, this person gonna be fighting for your freedom, Aries. If you're in an abusive relationship, it looks like it's some blackmail here, but baby, I mean, you might have to disclose this yourself. Because either way, you're gonna end up in a messed up situation. You need to go heal. You need to go get you together. It's either fight yourself out of jail or fight yourself out of whatever somebody want to expose on you. They hate for it. I don't know what. They manipulating somebody. This person manipulate. If you leave me, I'm gonna tell that you such and such, or I'm gonna tell that it's either that or jail. Which I mean, I guess somebody and that person that'll really put a smile on this Queen of Cups face. Sure would. Because they think they look good. They just gonna get the next person. They gonna leave you right when you go to jail. Yeah. With a smile on their face. What's the outcome of this? Ain't no cups out here. Dang. Well, but these go and love yourself. Leaving and loving yourself is the only cups that show themselves. Dang, man. Ooh, what's the outcome? The outcome, spirit. It says main female, lovers.
This shit crazy, boy.
The outcome.
I've changed.
So I feel like whoever this person is, look at that, adjudication, pathway. Whoever this is, I mean, somebody could want to come towards you. Of course, they have to heal. Maybe I don't know why they would come towards you, but it looks like this your twin, the runner. Who got the twins card? Oh, I can't remember.
911.
Capricorn.
Yep.
So I mean, like I said, adjudication. Somebody gonna end up. It's time for you to either go get them papers and serving them papers, or you need to break up whatever this is, dissolve this the right way, and so what if you end up broke? Like, you'll be able to bounce back from that, but it's either that or they're gonna put you in jail, Aries. Yeah. Somebody's just realizing that who they chose is not a divine feminine. They thought, I don't know what is up with this. Who got that doppelganger energy? Virgo got the doppelganger energy, and somebody else got the doppelganger energy. Leo. Somebody got with your doppelganger or something like that. Or that's who you currently with. Somebody's with the doppelganger. They wanted to be just like you or something like that. Look at that pathway main male. You guys will actually come back together. Whatever this is, look at that. You guys will actually come back together, like, and be this lover's card, but it requires this right here. Something's gonna happen in between first. So good luck, Eric. Cancer, hello, welcome back. I hope everybody is doing well. All right, Cancer, we're going to go ahead and get started on an energy check-in for you, okay? We're going to see what is the most important for you to know at this time. Please keep in mind it is general, it is collective. Every message will not be for you, Cancer, because it's general and collective, okay? My personal readings are closed. I know it's in the description box. If you do want extra exclusive content outside of YouTube, more in-depth readings, okay? Patreon link is below, okay? If you like it here, you will love it there. Join our members only community. All right. Let's see. What do we have for you, Ken?
Oh, no. Wait a minute. I didn't mean to do that. I'm sorry. I was strolling and hit the wrong button.
Members only community. All right. Let's see. What do we have for you, Cancer, today? We're just pulling on the current energy, getting an energy check-in. Holy Spirit, Holy Angels, Ancestors, and Spirit Guides. What do we have for Cancer? What's going on for Cancer? Current energy check-in for Cancer. What's going on? Date. Meeting someone new. It says dating. Get back out there. Plan. Set a date. Okay. So some of you could be dating or you're about to start dating. I mean, this current energy, this is not enough. So something could be in regards to somebody that you are dating. It says frustrated in relationship, lack of confidence, self-sabotage, fear, ego issues, jealousy.
Whoa.
So some of you may be just going back on the market after coming out of a relationship. So now you're dating around. For some people, this could be two totally different things. But that's kind of, yeah. I feel like some of you, this could be something where you're just, nobody has just like kind of just, did it for you, So, and you're not scared to cut them loose. It's what it looks like. Yeah. Ooh. Anyway, let's see. I just heard on to the next one. What? On to the next one. Okay.
Hell, Cancer, you doing it like that?
All right. Well, anyway. What do we have for Cancer? Current energy check-in for Cancer. What's going on, Spirit? Ooh. Why you always lying? Somebody's keeping a secret.
Hello.
Yeah, somebody's lying. There's some things that are hidden, or this person. Who you dating? Cancer? This could be a Cancer. Yeah, this person be lying. They date around, whoever it is. Temperance. There's nothing wrong with dating around, but I'm just saying this is someone who's like, they're gonna take you out and they're already know that this is just a one, like once they get what they want from you, they're not trying to, this person isn't trying to do long term.
Here for a good time and not a long time.
Yeah. Yeah, they do the same thing repeatedly. Over and over and over again, over and over and over again. This person is they like to have a good time. They're not. This is settled down energy. Mm-hmm. Okay,
you want to give up
the Two
the
of Cups.
one.
You do have the Two of Cups here, but look, there's rejection here. So they could have been. Let's go and get the last card. Come on, we ain't gonna do that. Look at this. So anyway, somebody is I'm gonna call it an emotional manipulator. Okay,
just call a spade a spade.
This is somebody is either dealing with someone who is an emotional manipulator. Whoever this person is, they act like, I see the date out here, but this is somebody, like I said, this Two of Cups energy happens over and over again. Okay. With whoever this person is. All right. So just be aware of that. Make sure this person isn't lying to you, or just make them answer you directly. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you do go on a date with somebody, like, I don't want you to be going on a date, Cancer, and maybe you're going on a date with a Cancer or a Sag, and you're like, oh, I hate this. You're a Cancer or Sag. No, that's not practical. Don't ever do that. But I'm just saying, like, this is something where if you're going on a date, I'm getting something about, how, the counterfeit comes before the real thing. So this is that kind of energy. This person could be everything that I'm talking about, like you think it's perfect timing. You think it's just time for you to get this blessing, blah, blah, blah. But this is somebody, I mean.
Well, damn.
It hopped in my head, so I'm going to read it. Okay. This what came, I think it came sometime last week. It came sometime last week. But hold on. Hold on, Cancer. Because, I mean, this person right here is this right here. Okay. So this actually just came Saturday. Okay. This is the verse of the day from Saturday. It says, be sober-minded. So don't even get too over the top with this person. Okay, be sober-minded, be watchful. Your adversary, the devil, prowls around like a roaring lion, seeking someone to devour. Resist him, firm in your faith, knowing that the same kinds of suffering are being experienced by your brotherhood throughout the world. So this is nothing new. This is just some people who they are. You know what I mean? Like I said, you got someone who's gonna like that. Their whole thing is to like do this for you, but they want something from it's something in return that's not right. So just make sure you know who you're getting into bed with. Literally, 19. Now there's somebody else who kind of overthought a situation, or they're trapped in their head right now, you know, and now a cycle is coming to a close because they've been just trapped in their head, and now it's time for you to go elsewhere. Like maybe they want to ask you out. Maybe they don't know how. Maybe they don't know how to make you this offer. Maybe they don't know how to reciprocate. Maybe this, maybe that. But this just says lack of confidence, self-sabotage, fear, ego issues. So, and that could also be what it is too, like the jealousy thing. Okay. So I don't know. For some of you, you could be actually partnered up with your mate to actually be jealous of you. Or someone who spited you. This could be, anyway, we ain't worried about that. Either way, it's a cycle closed here. You're going to be happy after whatever this is. Some of you could be going into a new cycle as well. Okay. Don't overthink it. But somebody here is due for a gift. The Ace of Pentacles and the Temperance card together are actually very, very good. You just need to figure out if it's the counterfeit or the real thing, which is going to be you doing the steps that are needed. Make this, like, you know, like a meal is not an even exchange for sex. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, so hold your ground, just like the verse said, hold your ground, and then you'll know if this is the real person or not. They're going to respect your boundaries. Let me get one on the Temperance. Why is the Temperance here? Current energy for Cancer. Somebody self-sabotaging something. That was the Ten of Swords. Cancer, I don't know what your deal is. But if it's something you got to do, if you think about dating somebody and you just sitting up here psyched out about it, or whatever this is, you feel like somebody here, you got to reciprocate something. So I don't know. Let's get the Temperance. Now what was that? Somebody's intimidated. They're intimidated by you. Temperance. Well, or scared or something. Temperance. Look at this. Somebody's intentions, Cancer. I'm just letting you know. I don't know who's where, what. Okay, but yeah, somebody's intentions is to sabotage, or they just being cold. I mean, whoever this person is, they're either self-sabotaging, or this is somebody who's extra friendly, wants to take you out, and they just want to just do what they gonna do. It's gonna be a quick ending. You're gonna feel taken for it at the end of it. Why the Five of Swords here? Give me one on the Five of Swords for Cancer. What was that? Oh, the sword energy. Somebody in their head. Somebody could actually be mentally. Somebody's head is messed. Y'all, look this person in their eyes. I don't know. Give me one on this Five of Swords. I don't know what's wrong with this person. Somebody is mentally like delusional. Look at this. More swords. They are just, I don't know what's wrong with this person. 5 of Swords for Cancer. Look at this. You see that, right? Somebody wants to sleep with you. This is a player. Whoever this is. Now, there could have been somebody here who self-sabotaged something in their head. I don't know what kind of sexual escapades they done been on, but they've been doing something for a while.
Well, damn.
And they could have a gift
Uh-huh.
that they want to give you.
The gift that you can't
I
get
don't know
back.
what you're dealing with. Look.
The gift that keeps on giving.
Somebody been doing, they've been on, they might got a gift. What's this Ace of Pentacles? I'm telling you, every Cancer, just be aware. This ain't not you. You could be, you don't even have to be a Cancer. You don't even have to be a Cancer. You don't know this person from Cancer. This don't have to be a Cancer. You don't have to be a Cancer. None of these ones. It doesn't matter. Whatever this is, something is also same sex here. Okay. So this could be somebody, so like this could be something where somebody could be lying about their orientation here. Like this person, it's like to society and the masses, they were asked out of feminine. Like it's a feminine and masculine on this card. But this person actually dabbles. They sleep with other people, and I don't know. It's like something, they have a gift here though. So just don't get wooed.
Ace of Pentacles.
Lord, they don't do a Bible verse off and y'all reading. Ace of Pentacles. Just Cancer. This person can be very charming, very like will rub your feet, rub you down, massage you, whatever. Like they could be very attractive, very smart, intelligent, whatever. But whatever the case, this person got a gift. Let's see what it is. Ooh, the Emperor. So hold on now. So back to the good part. Back to, because like I said, somebody is with the Temperance card being out here, balance is being restored to a situation. So flip that switch. Hold on. There's somebody here who's coming in. Okay. Now I don't know. I'm still trying to figure out. Okay, unless this is like your get back. Like after your cycle closed and your new begin, like, you know what I'm saying? Something is starting off. Like it's something that's going to go slow. Okay. Yeah. They confirm it basically. So like after this cycle is closed or something, someone is up out of there, or y'all wrap this up or whatever the case, you're moving into happy times. Okay. Something is going to be in the beginning stages. This is where you're going to your 10 of Cups. Okay. So for some of you, like I said, somebody's due a gift. So you got a total of 3 masculines out here, Cancer. I feel like you got a reading like this before. Like somebody has manifested like a lot of different suitors to come in. One of them is self-sabotage and they refuse to reciprocate with you because they're intimidated by you and they have fear and ego issues. Okay. They just feel like they don't have what you need or they can't give you what you, anyway, they weak.
Oh, damn.
Shoot.
Well.
They're not strong. Sounds better. Then you got somebody whose intentions is to give you this gift that they have. They love power and control. This could be somebody who is military for some people or was military. They want to give you this gift. They carrying something. Okay. And it ain't just a whole bunch of money. I'm telling you, they're not telling you about it. They're not telling you the truth by omission. They're just not telling you whatever this truth is. Okay. Or how many people or how many this or that, or this is somebody who's habitually, they always single. Maybe they even may mention something about nobody's ever good enough or something like that. For some of you, this your 10, and you ain't gonna have a care in the world. Keep your mouth shut now, because they wanna say hey to you. Nah, that's what I'm saying. They wanna say hey to you. Okay, but you gotta discern who's who. Period. Okay. Cancer. Oh, this you finna get with. Anyway, but yeah, there's somebody here, like I said, their intention is just to sleep with you, leave you. Boom.
Damn.
And there's somebody else here that wants to date you. They want to ask you out, but this is a big boss. This is a big boss, whoever this is. This person sits above these two people. These two people just not fit for you.
Well, goddamn.
So you going out on a date. But this person right here too is the perfect balance. Whoever this energy is, they're the perfect balance. They're all the things I said. Very charming, very handsome. You got Cancer. Here go your test. What's up? Temperance. Yeah, here go your test. What's up? So Spirit finna see some. How quick, basically, how easy are you about to be with this person? Are you going to allow them to actually date you, court you, before you actually, you know what I'm saying? Let this one little date, and then it's like, oh, I done fed you. You know what I'm saying? No, don't do that. I mean, do what you want, Cancer. I hate it when I say stuff like that. It makes it seem like I'm telling you what to do. But y'all know what I mean. There's somebody out here prowling. Okay? And for some of you, this could be an Aries.
Well, damn.
The person who's the gift, who's actually like a gift to you, who's coming in tempered to date you, to reciprocate with you, and that's going into your new cycle, they're your 10. That person doesn't have to be an Aries. But this person right here, this Emperor energy, there's an energy out here with this 5 of Swords, with this that has something, a package deal. This person could be, they could be in Aries. Like they could sit in a place where maybe they even have this person can have a big following. They could, whatever it is that they have a lot of money, very, what's it? Just things that would just like if you were to get invited over their house, they don't have like a humble home. They got everything. Like they literally can have a date night at their home. They got the
theater and all.
The
Well,
goddamn.
goddamn.
The theater, like whatever.
Damn,
right?
Cassie, you got a
this person
bolo.
right here. That can be an Aries, and their intentions is just to sleep with you, or this is who's been doing this. Maybe this person got Cancer highly aspected. I don't know, or Sagittarius, but that's what they've been doing, lining people up one by one. 9 of Pentacles, 10 of Pentacles, one by one to give them this gift. So maybe y'all about.
Well, damn. Hell no.
In the esoteric philosophy, there are many, many branches. There's esoteric healing, there's esoteric psychology, but there's also esoteric astrology. And esoteric astrology is actually a very, very crucial piece of the puzzle. It's been called the science of relationships, from the point of view that esoteric astrology is a phase, an aspect, I should say, of this philosophy that tries to help us more.
I better just play it.
That tries to help us more understand the relationship between the macrocosm and the microcosm, between the human individual and the larger living system that we all live within. And so the goal in this conversation is to get some understanding of the fundamentals around esoteric astrology. And I'd like to start that by doing a bit of a compare and contrast between traditional astrology and esoteric astrology. The biggest contrast is that traditional astrology is actually, when you really look at it, it's an astrology that has great merit as it pertains to the personality life. And people that are not on the path yet, which would be the larger of the masses, actually traditional astrology is a much more suitable astrological system to gain understanding of life. But esoteric astrology is much more the astrology of the soul and the soul's relationship to the personality. And when a person's on the path, then this type of astrology starts to have more value in terms of framing an understanding of their journey.
Right. Y'all need to listen up.
So in a very simple way, we could say that traditional astrology is personality-based, esoteric astrology is soul-based.
Okay, check this out. Same thing. Sidereal, which is Vedic, which is what I would say is more the esoteric astrology, whereas tropical is, like he said, the more ego-based astrology. Yeah, I go and show the picture. Maybe they won't mess with me. Let me see.
So yeah, so astrology is a beautiful science and a beautiful tool
I want to
to
show the
help
picture,
us
but I know how
more
YouTube
deeply
is.
understand the blueprint of who we are. And it's an extraordinary science of cycles as well.
So y'all just
we
listen
can
up.
not only study our own blueprint, but we can look at how we as a soul move through our life and dance with the cycles.
That's what I be telling y'all about the birth charts. Y'all don't, all y'all want to do is listen to the damn reading. You better get to know yourself. Get that damn birth chart and start understanding shit.
So I work with many, many clients, and we start out by saying, look, this is the blueprint of who you are.
Exactly.
This is the map of who you are. This is
that?
filled with gifts and opportunities about who you are. And so we begin by looking at that.
Esoteric astrology is also a type of system that has a sensitivity to different levels of evolution of consciousness, whereas traditional astrology is more monolithic in the sense that it tends to have, when a planet is in a sign, it has a fixed, determined interpretation of that. It doesn't really account for the fact that people are at different places in their evolution, but esoteric astrology does accommodate that. Esoteric astrology accommodates that, the difference between a person not yet on the path, a person that's very much on the path, and even a person that's a master. It has a mechanism within it that helps shape understanding of the journey according to where you are in that journey.
So yeah, esoteric astrology includes traditional astrology, right? So traditional astrology, we're looking at ourselves from a much more self-centered perspective. You know, what can I get here? What will happen with my love life, right? And we're all interested in those things for sure. But esoteric astrology offers the opportunity for us to really ask the blueprint of who we are. And it's an extraordinary science of cycles as well. So we can not only study our own blueprint, but we can look at how we as a soul move through our life and dance with the cycles. So I work with many, many clients, and we start out by saying, look, this is the blueprint of who you are. This is the map of who you are. This is filled with gifts and opportunities about who you are. And so we begin by looking at that.
Esoteric astrology is also a type of system that has a sensitivity to different levels of evolution of consciousness, whereas traditional astrology is more monolithic in the sense that it tends to have, when a planet is in a sign, it has a fixed, determined interpretation of that. It doesn't really account for the fact that people are at different places in their evolution, but esoteric astrology does accommodate that. Esoteric astrology accommodates that, the difference between a person not yet on the path, a person that's very much on the path, and even a person that's a master. It has a mechanism within it that helps shape understanding of the journey according to where you are in that journey.
I wanted y'all to hear that again so it could sink into y'all thick skulls.
So yeah, esoteric astrology includes traditional astrology, right? So traditional astrology, we're looking at ourselves from a much more self-centered perspective. You know, what can I get here? What will happen with my love life, right? And we're all interested in those things for sure. But esoteric astrology offers the opportunity for us to really ask questions about what we can give and how we can come to know ourselves more deeply, more fully, so that we can give of ourselves more effectively and passionately, right? And
see, that traditional, as she say, what I call the ego, is that's what y'all be focused on, the love, the tarot card readers. That's all y'all focus on. Y'all don't focus on what your purpose is and what you're supposed to be here to do in this earth.
Esoteric astrology is interested in the soul. It is an astrology that looks at how we can more deeply live in alignment with or infused by the energy of the soul and the qualities of the soul. You know, when I'm working with clients and we're talking about the moment that we're born, I often like to think that if we could freeze that moment in time and look up, we are in relationship to these great planetary beings that are of us and in us and woven through us and have an effect in this particular moment in time in our structure and makeup. And so each of those planetary beings are great beings unto themselves that are growing and evolving as we are each growing and evolving, and they are on their own planetary paths. So there's this great dance in the heavens going on, and each of those planets is giving a gift and an opportunity for us to evolve as souls. And so we get a chance perhaps to look at each of these planets and the gifts that they give out of this grand dance. So it's important for us all to have an image of the living, pulsing, vital solar system. Perhaps there was a time when we would see a picture of the solar system or talk about the solar system when it was just like, and these planets are moving around the sun, and you know, and there was a kind of cold and lifeless and inert quality to it. But in fact, the universe is alive. Everything within the universe is alive and evolving and dancing in relationship to everything else. It's ever changing and ever evolving and ever growing. So there's some magnificence in the life that is pulsing in the universe. So yeah, the horoscope is a two-dimensional picture of the heavens when we're born. So it is the moment in time, precisely, where all the planets fall in relationship to one another. And of course, so it's something unusual to take this three-dimensional vast picture and put it onto a piece of paper or onto a computer. But it gives us a sense of the relationship between the planets at the moment that we're born. And it is, of course, the tool that we as astrologers use to look specifically at what a client has working in his or her chart. And horoscope looks like a circle with 12 sections, and it is the heavens divided, basically, how astrologers divide the heavens. And I love to use the metaphor with a horoscope that it's like a castle, and that the heavens divided into these 12 sections are like the rooms in the castle. And then the planets are like the kings or queens or gods or goddesses, and they're all in a certain section of the castle. And that speaks worlds about where certain of the archetypal energies are landing in your life. So the houses in the chart are the field of experience. So each house represents a where in the chart. So where, for example, is Venus hanging out, as it were, in the chart? Is it in the realm that has to do with home and family and foundation, or is it in the realm that has to do with career? So the house represents the where, it represents the field of experience. So the planets have a different relationship to one another, of course, in the heavens and in the chart. And there are a lot of different ways of speaking about that relationship. For example, in a horoscope, we might say, well, the sun is trine Venus, or Saturn is square the sun. And this is a square is a 90-degree angle between these two planets. A trine is a 120-degree angle. And in astrology, these have specific meanings. So, for example, a trine has a lot of grace. I always think about it like a telephone conversation between the two planets, right? How is Venus talking to the sun? Is there a line of support? How is Saturn talking to Mars? Is there creative friction, as there would be in a square? So the relationships have a lot to do with the ease or dis-ease, or the harmony or disharmony between the planets. I always think it's a good thing to have a little friction, because then the planets are learning to work more organically and deeply and effectively together within our own constitution.
A planet is an entity, and it's evolving, and it has a lower nature and a higher nature. And sometimes the planet's lower nature is being what is recognized, and sometimes it's its higher nature. And planets are not equal in their development. There are some planets that are very, very evolved and extremely godlike in a way, and there are other planets that are less evolved. There's this whole differentiation between what are called sacred planets and non-sacred planets. And just as a simple definition of that, a non-sacred planet is a planet whose soul nature has not yet taken dominion over its full personality nature, while a sacred planet, the soul of that planet, has won the day over the personality nature. So planets are at different places in evolution, and they are also dual.
So even though we are a tiny speck, the Earth is a tiny speck in the grand scheme of things. And even though we could say we're just one person in the sea of humanity, it is essential, we are significant, it's always important to hold both, that we are incredibly significant, and each of our journeys is needed and necessary and unique. And we are also incredibly insignificant in the most beautiful of ways. So always we have to go on this journey between the two. So it doesn't matter how small or how vast. It is all the one. So let's look at the sun and the moon and the rising sign, because if we know those three positions in our esoteric chart, we know a lot. The sun in the chart has a great deal to do with the personality self. It's doing self. It's where the sun shines and how it shines in your life. So the sun has very much to do with the present, and it's called the sun of probability. So this is what will probably manifest in our lifetime. You know, most people say, I'm an Aries, I'm a Taurus. Well, this is what we will most probably manifest, unless we start to align more and more with the energy of the soul. And the soul in the esoteric chart is begun to be qualified by the rising sign. The rising sign is called the sun of possibility. It's what we can build in our lifetime. We hope to be closer to the essence of this energy by the end of our lifetime. And it is truly the sole purpose. It is what we are here to give, what we are here to embody, what we are here to more fully represent or stand for or embody and give.
Esoteric astrology looks at three big things. It looks at the sun sign, the moon sign, and the rising sign. And I should mention that those are the three most important signs in the chart from a traditional astrological perspective too. But one of the big differences is that esoteric astrology recognizes the rising sign in a different way than traditional astrology does. For those of you unfamiliar with astrology, let me just say that the rising sign is the sign that is cresting at the eastern horizon at the moment of birth. You know how the sky rises in the east and sets in the west? Well, it does mean that at every moment of the day, there's a sign of the zodiac that is cresting at the eastern horizon. And that's called the rising sign, or sometimes it's called the ascendant. Now that sign, in traditional astrology, that rising sign is very important. And for a traditional astrologer, the rising sign is said to be the symbol of a person's persona, meaning it represents how they are likely to be seen in the world or how they want to be seen. So it has a lot to do with image, appearance, and even physical appearance. Esoteric astrology says yes, yes, yes to that. That's all quite right. But it also sees that when a person's on the path and is a disciple, in this philosophy, discipleship has a lot to do with learning to be a disciple of your own soul, to be a disciple of your own higher promptings. That's what discipleship really is. And
I think I done told y'all that 100 times if y'all really be listening to what I say.
when a person is a disciple, meaning they're sensing their soul.
I'm sorry. I'm checking how to see. I'm trying to turn the volume down a little bit. I'm nocturnal like that.
Promptings, they're trying to commit their lives to moving in that direction. Then the rising sign has a different meaning because it starts to have a higher significance. It can represent the soul's deeper intention. You see, it's the sign that's cresting the east, and the east is the direction of the spirit, and it's rising. So it can symbolize the soul's rising intention. If a person who's on the path could live the higher meaning of the rising sign, that's like a gate that can take them to the soul.
Mm-hmm.
The birth sign, which is also called the sun sign, that represents the life expression, the outer
That's
life
all y'all
expression.
focus on.
It can be said to be the symbol of the personality, but in another way, it represents where you radiate your life force in the immediacy of your life.
See how y'all don't want to hear that shit. I don't care about y'all dropping out. Bye, ignorant niggas. Ignorance is bliss. Ain't that what they say in the Matrix?
The moon is that beautiful placement that is quite dramatically, I think, in esoteric astrology, it's called the prison house of the soul. But indeed it is.
Emotions,
it is the
intuition
where we
was
are
hidden.
captured in our old patterns of behavior until we can find ways to work with that place where we've crystallized or where we've grown entangled with fear, until we can release ourselves from that and focus on the sun and the rising sign.
In traditional astrology, the moon is said to symbolize things like the home, the mother, the nest, emotion, instinct, those sorts of things. Esoteric astrology says yes, yes, yes to that too. But it goes one step further and says that when a person's on the path and truly, truly trying to live from their higher
Get
nature,
in your purpose.
then there's another facet of understanding the moon. Because the moon can also represent the prison of the soul, a liability to the soul, because it can represent instinctual patterns that can defeat the soul from being more effective.
Such as the
So the key is that the moon is an instinctual asset, but also a liability, and that liability aspect of it has to be transformed.
So there's a funny little metaphor that my father would always use, which is that we're born into the moon and we get into our car, which is the sun car, and we drive towards the rising sign in our each individual chart.
So the sun is the great symbol in astrology of several things, and in a way the sun is it's the symbol of identity. It's the symbol of beingness. The sun is, well, it is in physical fact, it's the center of our solar system, so it's the centralizing energy. Now, when you think about the process of finding yourself, your identity, the search for identity is also a centralizing phenomenon. It's to find the self is to find one's center. And that's why the sun is the absolute perfect symbol for the sense of self, because it is the symbol in the sky of the great centralizing force. And by the way, there's self as personality, there's self as soul, and there's self as monad. So there's layers of that as well. All of that is governed by the sun. But the sun is also the symbol of the soul too. I mean, I mentioned earlier that the rising sign is the symbol of the soul, but then I qualified it saying it's actually the sign that if you could live the higher nature of the rising sign, it's the gate to the soul. What is it really the gate to? It's the gate to the higher sun sign. It's the gate to the higher sun sign. But the sun is also the symbol of vitality. It represents the principle of vitality. So that's how to understand the sun.
Another wonderful way to think of the sun, the moon, and the rising sign is, and very simple, is that the moon has to do with our past, and it has to do with, oftentimes our childhood, oftentimes karma, which we are born into. It's our instinctual response. It's our bodily, physical response. The sun has to do with our present, and it has to do with the doing self, and it has to do with how we move through the world. The rising sign, this is the key. This is the difference with esoteric astrology. The rising sign is the sun of possibility, and it's what we can build more fully and deeply into our lives so that we live and give the most rich part of our soul's offering.
And I always think that if a person can really get a handle on those three signs and understand how to recognize those energies in the fabric of their day-to-day consciousness, then they win the day. Because when you are aware of your moon sign, sun sign, and rising sign and what they mean, then you can start living your life and say to yourself, which one am I being now? Which one am I being now? And then you have more choice. You truly win the day when you're sensitive to those three energies. So that's a very, very fundamental facet of the esoteric astrological approach.
Hey everybody, welcome to this little mini series of videos. This is a video about the North Node in the houses. And North Node is one of my favorite topics to discuss. I do a lot of classes on this. This is something that I find to be very integral to my own journey. And so I know that it's part of what I'm here to talk about. So every chance I get to do a little bit of... Hi, today we talk about my favorite topic in astrology, which is about past life and present lives and what you have to develop in this life. Or if you do not believe in past lives, then you can take it what you come with naturally talented with in this life, what you're born naturally talented, or what you develop naturally in your early age, probably in the first 20 to 30 years in your life, and versus what you have to develop later in life. And this is indicated, this most important indication in your horoscope. There is nothing more important in your horoscope than the position of Ketu and Rahu, or as they're known in Western astrology, South Node and North Node of the moon. They are the reason the person incarnates back in the earth, comes back to earth to learn the lesson of these planets, or these points as we call them in astrology. So if you learn what you have to focus on in this life, you have so much more clearer picture about your path in life and about what's good for you and what you have to let go of. And usually Ketu, or the South Node, will indicate what we were really good in past life with, what we focus in past life, where we feel confident. So usually these, the place where Ketu is placed in our horoscope will show us where we have more natural talent or skill, or where we feel more confident in or we're just better in the first part of life. And Rahu will show us what we have to develop in this life, what we haven't focused in past lives, if you don't believe in past lives, in the early part of your life, and what you will develop later on in life, usually in the second part of life after 35, 40 onwards. So you have a bit of difficulties where Rahu is, in the areas of life where Rahu indicates, because numericals. So you can have it house 3 and house 4 in the fourth sign together. So basically Ketu will, if the sign is indicated by one of the squares, each square is one sign. And what the sign is, you can see from the table underneath. So you can see which sign Ketu is in, which sign Rahu is in, and you will see that there is also Roman numericals. There is the house cusps that are inside. It's a bit difficult, but I just want you to pay attention to these Roman numericals. So if you have Ketu with the 3rd and 4th house cups, you'll have Rahu with the 9th and 10th house cusp in the opposite. So I want you to listen the video for which says this North Node in 10th house and North Node in 9th house. Both of these videos, because I'll be indicating them by the position of the North Node, always Rahu in 10th house or Rahu in 9th house. And you will learn what your karmic duties are in this life, what you have to focus on in this life, what you have to learn to let go of, which is Ketu usually. It's really amazing. It's the best part of astrology. Now we're looking at the position of the North Node when it's in the sign of Aquarius, which is the 11th sign, or the 11th house, because it energetically responds. The number 11, the sign of Aquarius, corresponds to the 11th house. And you find it, if Rahu is in the 11th house, if you see this numerical value there. And then Ketu will immediately be in your 5th house, or in the sign of Leo. So they have the similar meaning. In Western astrology, it will be shown to you with these symbols. This symbol in the 11th, the North Node, Ketu, the South Node in the 5th house. What happens then? We'll start with the past life always.
Well, it means that you developed in a past life Leo qualities, or the qualities of the fifth house. And Leo is the king. So you became maybe you had a very high standing position in the past life. Maybe you were a celebrity or in the entertainment industry. You also, such children from young age, they'll be naturally talented to be expressive, to be larger than life, to be, unless there are some other suppressing influences, but I'm talking generally, let's say most of the people with this position, with Ketu in the fifth and Ketu in Leo, South Node as we call it, so they're naturally artistic, funny, talented, no, I can't say talented, but individualistic, and they kind of shine off from the crowd. For instance, a friend of mine has this position, and she's just so funny, so enjoyable. It's a pleasure to be around her, like a Leo influence, and she knows who she is, and she knows who she is as an individuality separately. What are her special talents? What is her special? And she has a lot of self-worth, self-esteem. Leo is the sign of self-esteem. The fifth house is the house of self-esteem. So she knows who she is. She knows she treasures herself for who she is. These people are also quite territorial, because Leo is a territorial animal. So they'll be kind of quite protective of whatever they're responsible for. And they would always like to shine, to be a center of attention, or even if they're not so exhibitionist, they will be just very, they'll know who they are and what they want, basically. But in this life,
Hello, welcome to this video. This is a timeless tarot reading for the North Node in Scorpio sign in astrology. Your astrological North Node is your destiny in this lifetime. It's where you were supposed to be headed, or the direction that you're going. And in some ways, it is also what you've incarnated to do here on planet Earth, and at least according to astrology. And for that reason, I am fascinated by the North Nodes. So I thought I would share this video with you. I thought people could find some useful information here. But if you don't know what your North Node is, I put a calculator, a link to a calculator in the description below. You need to know your time of birth. So if you don't know your time of birth, you can contact Vital Records to get an updated birth certificate if you're in the United States. You can contact the hospital in which you were born if you know what that is. And then alternatively, you can ask a family member if they remember what time. You should only watch one of these videos because you only have one North Node. I was first brought on to the concept of the North Nodes when I was 26. I went to see an astrologer in Portland, Oregon. And at the end of our session, she said, "Zane, you have to go downstairs and you have to buy this book, Astrology for the Soul." And I'm really glad I did, because in some ways it changed my life to the degree that a book can. It changed the way that I looked at my destiny and the way I viewed my path and my purpose. And so I have a link to this book in the description below. If this is something that you're interested at all in, this is a great resource and something I highly recommend any sort of person who's into astrology read. Now, I thought what I would do here is just read this overview section for you to get a taste of what this is. So overview: attributes to develop. Work in these areas can help uncover hidden gifts and talents. So if you work on these things, you can get some sort of talent or gift uncovered. So you have self-discipline, choosing constructive change, releasing whatever causes stagnation and low energy, eliminating non-useful possessions, enjoying things without having to own them, accepting support from others, ideas, monies, opportunities, enjoying high-risk situations that make one feel alive, awareness of others' psychology, their desires, wants, needs, and motives, openness to partnering, supporting, and merging power with others. So this is a very, this is an in-depth book. There are like 50 or so pages on 40 to 50 pages on each North Node. And so it's a really great tool to have in your toolkit if you're interested in this. But let's go ahead and see where you might be in your destiny. I've gone ahead and already shuffled the cards because I knew the intro would be long. So let's see what we have here for you, North Node in Scorpio. If this message resonates, please do consider hitting that like button so other people can see the video. Subscribe for future updates and drop a comment. Let me know what you think. The other thing about the North Nodes is it will be the hardest thing you work on in this lifetime because it's the opposite of what comes easy to you. You also have a South Node, and your South Node is what's natural, what's easy to you because you came into this lifetime with that gift or those gifts. And so the North Node, if you can work through it, provides the biggest rewards in this lifetime, at least according to astrology, in some respects. So let's go ahead and make sure everything's in view here, and we'll get right into this for you. All right, energy on the bottom. You have the moon. So this is potentially warning you that there's something that's not as it appears. However, what I really feel like is going on here is there's maybe some emotional situation, an overly charged, emotionally charged sort of situation potentially coming in here for you. And the thing about the moon to remember is to not stress about it because this is a temporary situation that you can easily work past. If you think about the moon comes up, the moon goes down, right? And it phases through cycles quickly. So this indicates something that will come and go. And so it's definitely not something to be concerned about. But I do feel like maybe there's an emotional situation that may be coming in or may have already happened. But overall, as is the case for most of these North Node readings, yours looks very good. So right away here in the middle, you have the Five of Wands. This is potentially some sort of conflict. And this is what I'm saying here with this moon card, potentially dealing with sparring with other people. You could be having an internal conflict too about where in your destiny you are, how far along you are. The conflict can also be mental or internal. Now, in the past, you have the Three of Pentacles, could be a situation with a teammate that you're quarreling with or dealing with at this time. With the Three of Pentacles, the Five of Wands, and the Moon. However, this also suggests to me that in the past, you have been successful. You've received some sort of reward and recognition for craftsmanship. Some of you in your destiny, you have become a master. You've probably focused on one thing and became very, very good at that thing. I do feel like that's potentially possible for some of you. You have the Emperor as well. This is a really nice card. This is big boss energy, the energy of authority, the energy of leadership. It's good things happening at work. And you also have this Queen of Swords here, which is somebody who really cuts to the chase, cuts through anything that's no longer serving them. And the thing about the Queen of Swords is they can be quite difficult because they are not afraid to be straight up with somebody. And so for some of you, there could just be a tension or a conflict here brewing because of, like, I feel like you've been successful, but I feel like there's some jockeying for position here that maybe you're handling right now. And this could be a lesson along your path, along your journey. Now, in your current situation, you have the Strength card, the Five of Wands, and the Judgment. Well, I really like to see this, first of all, because this Strength card is the energy of energy, okay? It's some sort of energetic event happening in your life. It's also a card of power, and it's a card of making courageous, bold moves in whatever it is that you're doing. You can see this person so courageous that they're walking next to a lion. And so for some of you, it's standing your ground here very clearly with this Five of Wands, not letting anyone compromise your position or anything like that is what I feel like is going on here. For some of you, for others of you, you're taking a leap into a new place that's scary, but ultimately it's going to require courage for you to take this leap, but ultimately it's coming in with some sort of reward, because not only that, but you have the Judgment card under it, which I love to see this in a destiny reading because this is an inner calling. This is an awakening or a rebirthing process. A very strong card, second to last of the major arcana. It's also the card of karma, meaning there's some sort of level of reciprocity here. I feel like you've given in the past and now you're ready to reap your karmic reward. And if anything, you're probably going to triumph over this situation. Now, in the future, you have the Six of Cups, the Eight of Swords, and the Knight of Pentacles. So what's going on here is there is some sort of financial event happening. This is a really good card, a really good sign for you with this Knight of Pentacles. could mean that some of you are due for a job change or a job raise, especially with the Emperor. Some of you are dealing with an investment in your life. And the thing is, this knight is charging forward on their horse and saying, here's your pentacle. Like, here's what you've been investing in, here's what you've been working towards. And there's an element of time that comes along with the Knight of Pentacles. So it's not a lottery win. It's not something quick. It's something that you've nurtured and you've grown. You also have the Eight of Swords. Don't let this conflict hold you back too much, okay, is what I feel like saying. This is somebody who's trapped in fear, not able to see the road ahead because they've placed a blindfold on themselves. And so don't let your fear of what may go wrong get in the way of this success here. And it could mean that you just have a long history with whatever is going on right now with this Moon card, the Five of Wands situation, and this maybe teammate or someone else in a group situation here. But we're going to go ahead and clarify and see what other information we can get. So let's get some oracle messages here. Okay. So the first thing you have is unlikely. And the second thing you have is ask for help from others. So this is really interesting because the Three of Pentacles is indicating teamwork or other people. And you also have that asking for help with unlikely. Perhaps there's an internal conflict. Perhaps there's somebody, remember what we just read at the beginning is like merging with other people's ideas. And I feel like you're ready for this. I feel like group situations don't have to be tenuous. Like it doesn't need to be like a conflict for you here. I feel like you can feel safe knowing that these people, I feel like, I don't know that someone's undermining you. I feel like your fears are getting in the way. And here we have Kali Ma facing fear. Major spiritual changes are unfolding. This is your chance to soar. With that Eight of Swords in the Kali Ma, it does suggest that you're fearful of something going a certain way. And it's almost like you'll never know if you don't try type of deal. You have Kurnanos, life force, express your driving passions. Sensual and sexual powers are increased. Some of you dealing with that, but also some of you are dealing with transmutation of the sacral chakra and using it for creative situations. Then you have Horus, cosmic gateway. Your thoughts are magnetic and powerful. Miraculous changes are occurring. You're going to come in here in the next couple weeks or in the future here. You're going to make a major change in the way you view something. You're going to make a major change in the way that your thoughts operate. I feel like you are going to recognize that you don't need to live in fear, and you're going to make some changes towards a more positive, I feel like, outcome, or towards a more positive way of viewing either a conflict or a perceived conflict. It might not even be something that needs to be a conflict. It may just be perceived for you. Let's see what else we have here. Okay, you have the Wheel of Fortune. That's the Destiny card. We're talking about your destiny here, so I like to see that. The Ten of Wands and the Five of Cups. So it's clear to me that you have had difficult situations with either people or group situations in the past. You may have at some other point in your life, or maybe even in a past life, had challenging teammates, colleagues, or social situations. But this is changing because with the Wheel of Fortune, that is the wheel of your destiny spinning. That's a positive change in luck, a positive change in fortune. And since we are talking about your destiny here, that is on top of or clarifying the Three of Pentacles. For you, the way through this is to really hear all perspectives and realize that not everything needs to be a conflict, is what I feel like saying. The Ten of Wands suggests that you have fought an uphill battle. You are you've crossed the finish line with the Ten of Wands. And the thing is, each one of those wands represents some sort of skill, experience, or knowledge that you've gained along the road, along the path. And so, especially with that Emperor card, you are experienced in something, you're skilled in something, and you know how to handle this. I feel like it's just you're fearful. There was a disappointment with somebody here, as I've said in the past, that I feel like is affecting your present situation. You have the Seven of Wands, King of Pentacles, and the Nine of Wands. This is what I was picking up on this whole time. With that Five of Wands, that's conflict. But with the Seven of Wands, that's competition. And I felt competition as I was reading that Strength card. And there it is. So it's interesting because the Seven of Wands is defending yourself and it's defending your position. It's standing strong in what you know. And you have that clarified with the Strength card, which is just magnetizing that definition even more. So you really are being called on to be bold and courageous if people are trying to make you out to be someone you're not, is what I feel like saying here. You have the King of Pentacles with the Five of Wands. Your abundance, your destiny, your harvest is coming through this peaceful resolution of a conflict or a group situation. I sound like a broken record, but this is what's going on right now, I feel like, for some of you. And the thing is, if your judgment, if your inner calling, your awakening has like stopped progressing or has not come in yet, that Nine of Wands is telling you you're almost there. Look, you had this 10 of Wands in the past and now the 9 of Wands in the present situation. This conflict from the past is causing you to be rigid, to be shy, to be timid, and just don't give up at this time. The 9 of Wands is a card of not giving up. It's a card of perseverance. You have the 10 of Pentacles, King of Swords, and the Justice card. Libra energy, scales energy. This is a Libra, this is a Libra. And this is divine law and order here coming out and working out in your favor, okay? So you are ultimately getting the outcome you deserve. It looks like what you are getting here with that 10 of Pentacles is some sort of harvest, some sort of increase in abundance in the future. That is one of the most abundant cards in the tarot, the second most, probably the second most. It's something that has a large quantity associated with it or a large sum. Could mean an investment paying off, such as real estate or shared resources with a family member. It could even be some of you are getting a inheritance in the future. I'm not saying right away, but I'm saying with that Six of Cups, someone from the past, like a family member, passing something down through their generation. Something like that's happening. But with the Knight of Pentacles, you are getting the financial outcome you truly deserve here. And for you, it looks like there could be something really nice on the horizon. But with the Moon and some of these other cards, it just hasn't happened yet. And I feel like that's causing you to dip into fear mode here. So that's what I'm feeling here for you. Let's see what else we have. Okay, you have family room, official person, thoughts, courthouse, imprisonment, privileged lady, courtship, house. What did I say? Something about real estate going on there. And there's a legal situation. Inheritance is legal. Estates are legal situations. Some of you in the future getting that. Others of you, like there's shared resources here. The conflict could be that we've been talking about this whole time. Instead of with a colleague, it could be with a family member or even a spouse, something like that, partner, something like that. But for others of you, the people in positions of authority here with official person are taking note of, they're watching you carefully and how you respond to or handle a situation. And ultimately, if you're not in this other scenario where like there's money being passed down or shared resources, ultimately the way that you are viewed here by this authority figure is going to lead you to your abundance, almost, is what I feel like saying. Like the way that you handle some sort of conflict is going to lead to a raise or a higher paying job or something like that going on. So thank you so much for being here. If you enjoyed this, hit that like.
All right, family. I'm going to call it a night. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Hope y'all have a wonderful evening. As always, go within so you never go without.